We are late as well. Even though we're early, we're late because they just if we started without us.
If we yap, it means that like we have more time to fast forward through because you're a lazy caster, you know?
Whoa. Lazy.
Yeah.
I've casted about less than a third of what I did in Wandering Warriors. I'm still the most active caster this tournament. Lazy.
Yeah, but excuse me, you can cast twice as many matches if you fast forward through all of them. You lazy piece.
Oh my god.
Gotta.
Unbelievable. Right, I have the draft on my screen. Something that a proactive person would do.
Of course.
And T90 banning Zong and Pacific Islands. We're getting an evacuation game though, thank God.
So Addictive, this is more. You've been casting more of this than me. So take me through. Like, what's the format? How we looking?
Oh sure.
Where are we drafting, boys?
Pretty lazy question, but sure, I'll take a crack at it. T90, I've watched a couple times. T90 is being annoyingly good this time. It's because he's just like by far the top seed. In Wandering Warriors, he had like real competition. That sounds way meaner than I meant it, but the seeding in Wandering Warriors had like 2k4s to beat him up a bit. Whereas this time, no, to be fair, the last time I cast him was against Noah, and that's a 2 to sometimes 700 elo difference depending on how both of them are doing. And Noah put up a sick fight. So this, I think, is going to be T90's hardest match. Anakin is 2k right now, same as Noah was when T90 played him. But Anakin had a pretty good run. Like, we cast him before against Mercurial. We'll have to see how we do. So T90 was, I said this last time, T90 hit his peak 2k4 a couple of weeks ago, which is extremely strong. But he slipped back down to 2k2, which is more where he's used to being. So 200 though, it's definitely possible. Especially with the pressure, even though he's used to being under the spotlight.
Yeah. And what do you think, how do you think Anakin's going to deal with like elevation differences in this game?
Elevation differences? Well, he's going to pick the Tatars.
High ground!
No, okay, he's going to pick the Tatars.
Of course. Alan's like, I will.
It's over, Anakin. Yeah. I picked the Tatars. I hope we get some water maps, because if you've been away for a little bit, you're going to see some of the really funny bugs that are happening in Capture H right now. Oh good.
Boy.
Let's go. Get your votes in. T90 believers or Anakin believers? Here we go.
I am going super fast. I'll really quickly try to commentate as we're going. So in the blue, we have T90Official playing as the Italians, and in the red, we have Anakin playing as the Koreans. The Koreans, of course, having a massive switch up into their water play ever since the new patch has come out, because we are live on patch. We are not reverting back to previous patches, as you might have seen on Masters of Rage Forest. And Italians, of course, with the massive benefit of Pavis just coming for free. So that means we're gonna see some chunky condottieri, chunky Genoese crossbowmen, and chunky archer play potentially in the feudal age, which actually is very interesting for me. Probably most relevant in this matchup, because Italians versus like Koreans normally has the advantage of Koreans going, oh, you might have a cheaper age up time, but I automatically have armor. That's not true anymore. The Koreans are just simply a worse feudal age civilization in this case, because the Italians already have the armor for free, and they also have enough food with the discount to get padded archer armor to make them even chunkier.
Yeah, I can't think of if I've cast Italians since the change. I can't think if I've even played them, but I did test out the new tech as well in the editor when the patch went live, and it's kind of, well, I thought it was gonna be crazy broken, the like gunpowder trample damage thing. It's pretty sick though. This is pretty cool. I wonder if we're gonna see some. I didn't even glance at the draft. We didn't talk about the draft. We're so late. Let me just check.
I know.
They have Chinese, and they have no, just Chinese. We might see rocket carts. T90 picks Chinese. That's what I'm interested about, and fire lancers. But yeah, we're on shoals. Wait, hold on. Did I not see? Oh my god, am I hallucinating?
What's up?
Yes, I am. For some reason, I looked at the draft. I thought it said Ravines game 1. We're on shoals game 1. Okay, my bad.
No, shoal.
I was like, did they pick the wrong?
I'm looking at right now.
I was like, did they pick the wrong map for the first game of the finals?
Dear God, they.
Maybe it was the last draft I had open. Guys, we forgot the ravines.
Also, one thing I'm immediately noticing, because this is something you've said every single time without fail, which I don't know if is supposed to be an indictment on how consistent you are or how much you yap, but
The dock?
looking at the dock
Oh,
placement,
yes.
T90 is picking the dock right in the shadow of the sea tower, whereas Anakin is picking one outside, which, to put on my addictive hat right now, given how the Dark Age is not a military time on water, the second dock should go up in the shadow of the sea tower because that's where the sea tower can protect. And looking at what Anakin's collecting, all the fish in this area is safe at the moment because there's no military ships on the field, whereas the ones that T90 is taking are going to be depleted eventually, and then when the feudal age comes in and potentially you have galleys looking around for kills, you're not going to have any fish that are just safe in the circle of the sea tower because I have the range mod enabled, which is a very nice little... It actually looks really clean, I have to say.
That was a good Irish accent impression, I see. You must have been practicing that one.
I know, I'm really good at it, haven't I?
That specifically sounds like Dizzy impersonating me. Not even like that Irish accent. It sounds like
what's the crack, lad?
Dizzy pretending to be me. But yeah, Anakin doing exactly the thing that T90 points out too. T90 not doing some of his own tips. But
my legs hurt. I went to the gym and my legs hurt.
Oh god. Wait, is there a loop? I can hear myself twice.
Is there?
What the hell?
There's
we got it.
I can't hear you twice at least.
Yeah, I just heard myself talking about the gym.
Oh, fuck off.
We got galleys though. Feudal in. T90 with the later click up. We're going for a fast castle. He's even doing the whole wall thing, which I keep seeing Italians do more than every seafarer. I know we got the earlier uptime, but they also can super compete on water. But Anakin's coming forward with the galleys.
Sure. Also, not to mention that Italians do have I don't know if Capture Age actually shows it. No, I don't believe it does. But the discounted price on dock techs for the...
Yes.
Wait, am I thinking right? Yeah, they get the discounted dock techs for the Italians.
What do they not get? Can we talk about Italians in 2025? That's a weird sentence.
You can't do that anymore because of woke.
Because of patch.
There's a friend of mine who, like, we are reasonably funny people, but there's just a period of time where we just say you can't do X anymore because of woke, and it just destroys.
Yeah, my friends do that too.
Anyways, Anakin on the prowl. He has gone from blue to red, and now he is Darth Vader _AOV, moving around, just trying to lurk. And at the moment, like, it's a question of whether he should try to get this damage because the sea tower, just look at how much damage it does when it does actually get hits off. Yeah. Genuinely, looking at this patch of fish, there is 64 food left in there. Honestly, just let T90 have it. You are much better off, like, keeping galley mass and giving T90 60 food at this stage.
Yeah, they're going to be either idle or exposed soon enough. But T90's up. 25 vills. He's going to take this back soon. Oh, actually, we're going to dive the sea tower.
That is 30. That's 30 damage each time. And I don't even think that's a full volley that the sea tower is actually hitting. It's so dangerous.
Yeah. But clears up the whole fish. Pretty worth. We lost like 1 or 2 ships. That's fine. Deletes T90's entire fishing economy. Anakin only with 3 fishing ships, but now has complete water control. God, I hope T90 makes fires. He probably won't, but if you haven't
he's already
played in a while... Oh, he did. Cue them. I hope he upgrades them. Have you watched any streams since the patch?
I've been playing, but I don't think I'm not watching my
You're
streams.
in for a treat. I'm not going to tell anything. Chat, don't say anything. Just let her see. You're going to get a surprise when War Galley comes in. It's a really funny bug. And if Fast Fire comes in, it's amazing. Fast Fire is my favorite bug I've seen in a while.
I have said this every time, is that, like, there are few areas in the game where aging up is as significant as water.
Oh yeah.
Because fire galleys are slower than galleys, which is why you can kite them eternally, essentially. But fire ships are just as fast. Okay, I'm gonna super zoom in on the fire galleys. I'm gonna track them while I yap. But, like, fire galleys are just simply...
I actually hope they don't fix this.
Okay, let's see. Okay. Oh god, my fucking rib! Ouch!
Oh god, we're actually hurting her. Oh my god. Lexi, look away from the screen.
Oh,
Her ribs. Yeah, this is a problem that we're like in SpongeBob right now. There's fire on the water, underwater. But it gets better with fast fire too. This one is just like difficult to see what's happening, but the fast fire one is really good. We might not see it this game though.
Whoever made this technology clearly had no idea about the physical limitations of life underwater. Anyway, it's better.
I love programming. Like, how someone stepped me through how this happens from like just balance changes. The fire galleys are just like we're fire ships now. We're actually fire ships. But yeah, this
actually looks like it belongs in like this. This would be like, you know, the villain armada in like Pirates of the Caribbean 17 or something.
It's so good. Like, it's just my theory is it's because they messed with the tech tree and now there's dragon ships in for some. Like, it's only for Chinese right now. Or not Chinese. Who has it? It's Chinese have dragon ships, right? God, I can't remember. I think that's what it did. It like messed with their tech tree and now they're just like missing an animation or something. Or maybe it's their attack animation was updated. God knows. But hopefully we see fast fire. That's also a good one. Anyway, about the game that we're watching, the final, the Obsidian bracket final. Yeah. T90
Anakin,
is going
Anakin,
for
parentheses player underscore IT comma 2 comma 0.
Yeah, that's also a bug. We got a T90 pretty sick position, to be honest. He had got some damage in for scouts while we were going crazy there. But Anakin's got a bit of land presence. Anakin going for the turtle, by the way, but I don't know how much we can actually take back this land. Yes, Friar Silk. I'm sorry, you did miss the prediction, I think. God, did I put it up? Surely I put it up. Yes, I did. Yeah, I meant to say as well, before we move past that one point, if my thing is talking about dock position, your thing for sure is War Galley. Yeah, every stream that there's water on the map, you will hear Lexi tell you about War Galley. War Galley propaganda. You are not immune to War Galley propaganda.
No, but like whenever I see someone get vodka arrow first, I'm just like, what are you doing? I feel like, you know, in The Simpsons when like Grandpa is trying to stop Marge's mum from getting married, like, this is booty.
Maybe we think we're just micro gods. Like we don't need it. We can micro it. But actually, true. Turtle ships are just turtle ships. I didn't think you could count from 5 fires, but turtle ships just says eat cannonball to the face and takes back the water. T90 Eco's looking nice.
I'm surprised that like T90 actually went in on the sea tower. Like, I would suspect like he would like. I can't claim to know myself like what the like arithmetic is, but like going in with 5 fire ships and he lost 2 of them before like the turtle ships even came out. Sorry,
I totally forgot. Turtle ships also got a change. They fire rockets now. Check out the
they do.
Shooting the sea tower. Nice. Haven't seen turtle ships since this change. I have played Koreans though. Koreans are kind of nasty on Nomad right now. The Vil line of sight is huge as a team bonus because they swapped that stuff around. T90 going 3rd TC. I think it did out a second one, so still got a game. But T90's economy going for 4th as well. TC. It's gonna start crawling out of control. Anakin's adding fish back though immediately as soon as he takes the water.
Yeah, like so at the moment he's not in like a terrible position. Like a dock is just essentially a TC that's a little bit limited because the villagers you make out of it can only gather food.
Mm-hmm.
But like you know, at the moment I think what you need to do right now with the position that Anakin has, because I think he's got tempo at the moment, because he's also got more like, you know, scout calves out in the place. I think you need to claim one of the sides. I think you need to actually make a play to actually like assert yourself into space. Because I think if we play a turtle war right now,
I would point out we are currently playing a turtle war, Lexi.
But no, but if both players play like turtle up, I see the Italians taking that match like 99 times out of 100.
Yeah, I think so. We had in T90 versus Noah, that was how the game pretty much went. They did go for kind of a longer eco game, but T90 just with crazy he might have actually been playing Italians that game too. He just completely took control of the water and took control of the map. And no, I just couldn't get any purchase on either of the side goals. And like your base goals on shoals run out way faster than you think. You just can't survive without one of the sides. Scouts kind of like standing off at each other. Oh, you're right. Also, Anakin is moving down to the side goal.
Not to mention that like Genoese crossbow, because it's so cheap for Italians to get up to Imperial Age to go through all the ages, and Genoese crossbows are also very cheap. An elite Genoese crossbow have an insane addition. I do not know what the exact number is, but the additional bonus damage they do to cavalry is insane. So the whole like war wagon idea for Koreans just goes out the window as soon as the first elite Genoese crossbowman hits the field. So at the moment, I do see like Anakin having a little bit of a clock here. Like maybe I guess like there's an argument for do Koreans get Koreans, they do get elite cannon galleons, so I guess maybe like in the long game, if you do control the water, you can play the hey, everything within 15 tiles of the water belongs to me now. But like, it's just, also, I just like the Italians more here. I am an Italian lover, I have to admit, but you know.
I need to point out, if you look at T90's base, we got the absolute omega dripped out monks, which I thought was just Spanish. It's actually just like all, I guess, Catholic civs, kind of. Get this? I'm getting so messed up by these monks though. I don't know if it's just me. I need NHK to get her monk pointer working again, because I cannot tell what units are monks in big groups of units. I need my little arrow. He's a staff. Looks so nice though.
Yeah, my sister-in-law was like educated by Jesuits, so they really remind me of like that order. But I'm just like looking at it right now, and if I were a certain person who's currently playing Kaizo Ironmon and has the name Dave AoE, I'd probably put on Thrift Shop while I was watching these guys walking around, because they really have that swagger to them.
You're so Dave stream brained, you can predict things he hasn't done on his. You're just like, take a situation and filter it through what would happen on Dave's stream. Johnny's getting pushed back out. He didn't go for Lycav. Anakin did for a bit more control. Also, yeah, we got the Korean monks. They got the nice robe. These guys at least look like monks. I need a monk pointer in my life. It's tough.
Yeah, these guys, they remind me of the whatchamacallum, you know, in Avatar: The Last Airbender, the like really what's his name again? He's not Monk Yatso. He's the the guy who
Lotus guys.
No, the guy who
that guy, yeah. Also kind of looks like that guy, the whatever you call him, the big bad guy from Korra.
Oh yeah, yes.
Castle going up though in the North for T90, and I do like it's like you're later to the gold, but I do prefer taking control of a gold with a castle than a TC, because we've seen a lot of games where someone goes, right, it's time to get gold, put a TC down, and then you have a castle sitting on your face immediately. You go blind TC, they go blind castle, like, yeah, he's probably here.
Well, I would say Anakin did have like more assurances given the time he went out. He wasn't going in like totally blind. Whereas if you look at T90's line of sight, he doesn't know that Anakin's at the southern gold position at all. Not till now.
So we're doing pretty well, but we're starting to feel the effects of T90 being on 4 TCs for so long. Anakin is on 3, but it's the Villi is getting a bit crazy, and Fish is helping a little bit. But we still got a game. It's just the longer that this goes with 2 players going big chill mode, I think it's going to be T90's benefit. Here we go with the castle on the bottom, a 2-Vil castle. T90, what are we doing? We've one like having defense.
Oh lord.
Gonna go up though. Yeah, imp click for both. But Anakin yet to have a castle, so it's gonna hurt a lot more when T90 gets there.
Do you think that like the two like teams that are like, you know, assigned to the outposts near the T-Ville castle, do you think they like, you know, have like a rivalry together? Like, you know,
the 2 outposts here in the south. Yeah, no, I can see further. Yeah, well, I defend more of my base. Right, I'm getting a little bit worried. I think Anakin's played quite well. Where Eco's slightly slipping, but it's still totally playable. But this is kind of like the way the game went with Noah, where T90 gets his position comfortably in one side. Also, T90 is an outpost spammer. Look at the north. Took the gold, and then he starts working on the enemy's gold, which is like honestly how most Chills games should go. And you need to be ready to defend it. I don't know hopefully I can get a castle up. He's going to be in first. We're going to start switching to crossbow, it looks like. For Anakin, which if T90's going to win to Genoese, that's going to be working out well.
Yeah, just like looking at both players' line of sight, like the width that T90 has on like both of the major like north and south points. There's so little that I can see Anakin actually doing without T90 being like totally aware of it. That said though, like big play to manage to get up to the Imperial Age first, but the problem is that like looking at what's going on, you're only just getting Bodkin Arrow in now. You don't have a castle up, you're not gonna have it up before T90's up to the Imperial Age. Like the question is, what does this Imperial Age do for you? Like sure you're gonna have chemistry first, sure you're gonna have Bracer first, but like those aren't the game determinative plays at the moment. The game determinative play is like the Trebuchet. Does the Koreans get bomber? Yeah, Koreans get bombard cannon.
Yes.
Like those are the plays, but I don't see a single Siege Workshop forward. I don't see anything that actually like, you know, makes the Imperial Age play happen, if you get me.
No, and T90 is gonna obliterate this bottom gold with 2 castles, but he's gonna start his Treb in the north, just defensively. He can see that castle. This beautiful new Korean castle, by the way. Oh, the new castles, I think, are my favorite addition. I've been joking that it's like they added the new castles to be like, okay, we have a lot of changes this patch and people are gonna be mad, so let's just give them something to be looking at that's pretty while they're mad. But Korean castle's great. Do you have a favorite? Have you looked through them?
Oh,
I like the, not to put you in the spot, I like the Celts and the Franks look insane. The Frank castle drip is ridiculous, and also the Spanish one looks really nice. Anakin gonna push though. Also, oh, we got some cannons coming in. Cannon Galleon. Oh, nice. I always forget that. Even without Siege Workshops, chemistry does matter. We got
yeah.
the docks. Oh my god, Salnor, thank you. Why did I do that? Oh, it's because I was casting Draft Showdown. I took the logo off. Thank you. It's alright. It's not an important set.
Looking at that TTLC logo, like, can I say, it looks really good.
Yeah, I wonder who made that.
Like, really good design sense. Like, wow. Like, you know, standing ovation, everybody.
I'd be very interested to know who made that. They might even hang out in certain Twitch chats. Zark, what's up? Thank you for the raid. The push is coming in hard. Anakin is not going to be able to defend the bottom whatsoever, which kind of makes the push on the north a little worse. It's kind of funny. They're just going to swap places, but T90 can defend at least for a while, and Anakin's going to just completely lose north. Oh my god, that castle for T90 on the south. He's like, bro, get out of here. Just accept it. This is my goal now.
But to harken back to the whole, like, within 15 tiles, like, I think only the southernmost castle from T90 is actually not within range of a cannon galleon.
True.
Oh.
Actually true.
And I do not see how T90 gets back on the water at this stage if Anakin tries to assert.
You know how he gets back? Fast fires. Specifically so we can see it. Because I want you to see that reaction for the original fire ship was so good. I want to see what you think of fast fire, because I think it's better. It's such a good bug. It's such a good bug that I want a themed campaign or something around it. It's really cool. It just looks really good. God, please somebody make fast fires. But yeah.
Beekeeper, sad to say, T90 farms, like ever since like auto farm placement came in, these are not looking.
Yeah, for the announcer
T90.
of the auto farms, his farm's suddenly looking very organized, very precise, curious. Anakin taking this north gold though, gonna kick T90 out. So this was the downfall of Noah in T90 and Noah's game. Like, I think Noah played the whole game pretty well, but then it was just getting kicked off the gold. But Anakin's gonna fight pretty hard for it. I like that the castle is going way at the back as well, just in case we lose the water. Oh, but they like have cash civils. The castle's gonna be denied for now. Oh, Ugly. How are you doing? Thanks for gifting the sub to her salad.
Ugly's fantastic. A true pillar of the community.
Yeah, Anakin, we're trying to really force this castle.
It's a big redock from, and we have
fast fire. Yes. Okay, prepare your ribs.
I'm gonna have to.
It's not. I don't think it's as surprising, but it's really cool. I think it just looks good. It's not even like, it It's not the fire bug, but it's a pretty good bug. Anakin forcing this castle up. We have bombard cannons smashing on it in the north. War wagons trying to help with the light cav, but a lot of losses. Fast fire. Oh, we're smoking up.
Oh, that actually looks really cool.
We're at the ghost ships. Is what Disney calls them. Doesn't it look like just like the ghost ships, like ghostly ships sailing across the water? Either that or we're coming up on 420. These ships are having fun while they're on their military duty. Castle for Anakin goes up, but is going to immediately come back down.
Yeah, I think we might be looking at the stage where Anakin might be looking towards that enter key to write G to the G, because
can I make a hot take?
He's got a lot of resources to sit back on. Go on.
Is Shoals just Gold Rush? Shoals is just wet Gold Rush. As it kind of is. If you don't have the gold, you just die. There's not enough to go. Like, I mean, you can. I was gonna say you can do all the fancy stuff. There's land wars, there's water wars, but at the end of the day, if the game goes towards 40 minutes, you lose one push on a gold, you die, and that's it.
Yeah, but that's like saying that Four Lakes is just Arabia, but with water.
Yeah, you would never say that. What? You would never say that.
No, I was just looking at the position, like, the problem is, this, like, I do see a Korean's composition that does not need a ton of gold to work out, but I see no Korean's composition that does not need a ton of gold, which can beat a full gold Italian. Because at the moment, the only way to beat Italians is to force them onto their trash units, because Genoese crossbows, hand cannons, bombard cannons, like the Italians love their gold, put it that way.
Also, Capture Age, I was about to check. Capture Age has not updated the tech tree. I was going to check how much that new Pyrotechnica tech is, and it's not there.
Oh, is it not? One sec, I'll see if I can...
Are both casters Irish? No, Lexi's American. She just is doing an impression of me for the whole stream. No, we're both Irish. We're actually, it turns out we live crazy close together.
Hello there.
Yeah.
How is it going, my pal? How about those taxes?
T90 diving through the base. We have light cav raids for days, but this pike's here. Could be some lost stuff. How does he know that these are back here? God damn, he goes straight for the exposed bills. Gonna get some nice kills. This is still a game, though. I do think, I agree, Koreans have a problem as you go on. Arb is going to be a decent option, though, but the worrying thing is these raids, and T90 is now getting his own cannons onto the water. Yeah. And his ghost ships still causing problems.
Like, at the moment, I'm even thinking, like, one of the big problems for Anakin is that, like, I think one of the most important and G to the G comes in.
Damn.
But like one of the big problems I could see is that, like, looking at the situation, like, the big upgrade I think he needed at this moment was Halberdier. But like, whoa, there's nothing to get.
That was a sick game one. You gotta remember this is game one. But this was a strong showing. This is definitely going to be Tony's most competitive match in the tournament that he's rigging for himself. But it was pretty damn good. Again, I don't think it was at the stage where it mattered so much, but it's just losing the gold. Because is there any gold left at all for Anakin? No. So even if he pushes us back...
This is best of 5, right? Not playoff 5.
Best of 5.
Awesome.
Even if he pushes this back, for now, he still has to clear out this North Gold before he can do anything. And T90 just has 32 bills on gold. Like, this is... So many things has to go wrong just to get back to parity. Shoals is there's a lot of stuff going on Shoals, but really once it gets towards like 30 minutes plus, if you don't have a gold, you die. Oof. T90 takes game 1 though. We got some sick maps to go to next though. I want to see what we got. Gonna get an evacuation game though. We wouldn't have a T90 draft without an evacuation. He's not even the one picking it, but it still happens. Korean loss. Italian win. Game goes to T90. Right, we got fortified clearing, evacuation. What kind of player would you be though? Because we talk about this all the time. I think if I was Anakin right now and I lost a game that was that competitive, if I was Anakin and lost here, I would be totally fine. I was like, that was a pretty competitive game towards the end, until the end. I would pick opponent's home map here every time. So I'm like, I don't feel like I need to win to swing momentum back. I think it was still a pretty close game.
I'm kind of on the other side. I think that you need to go. I think like, okay, I've lost one, but not by much. I want to make the scoreboard reflect how this is actually going. I don't want to. I don't want to go 2-0 down, kind of thing. Like, because I think right now, if I'm Anakin, a 3-0 is an awful scoreline as far as like how that represents how that match went. So I would personally go like, okay, I believe I can beat you on your home maps, but I want to make this 1-1 right now. So personally, I would go to evacuation.
I do get that. In my head, I'm like, I am 1-0 down, and if I lose your map, I'm 2-0 down, which sucks. But then we go into a game 3 with me having 2 home maps left, and I would feel fine there. But like the pressure being 0-2 versus 1-1, yeah, it is a big difference, even if you don't feel like it affects you that much. But here we go, game 2. But for your votes, yeah, we got Fortified Clearing, Anakin on Burgundians, T90 on Bohemians, classic matchup. Burgundian, I think Bohemians are great here, but Burgundians have a crazy win rate on this map. They just keep winning. Here we go. Right, game 2. In the southwest, in the red, Anakin on the Burgundians are on his home map. Lost the first game, but it was close. It was not a stomp. And also, why do I have big trees? I only just noticed this. I didn't even notice in game 1. We have Burgundians in the red, T90 in the northeast, in the blue and the Bohemians. I think we saw this exact matchup in reverse. I think this opponent was playing Bohemians, but T90 played a game on Burgundians, I'm pretty sure, on this map, and the opponent played Bohemians, but he held against a castle drop. I do like big trees, but I don't remember changing any mods. I don't know why suddenly the big trees are back. But I guess it fits with the low elo legend originator himself. I'm very thankful that they're picking blue and red the way they are, by the way, because Noah and T90 picked the opposite way, and I had to keep switching them because I would just keep calling Noah T90 when I see the blue.
Oh, okay. I thought I was about to be able to make a colorblind joke, but never mind.
No. Blue and red? No. Pushing our deer, though. Yeah, I haven't got a game yet on Fortified Clearing on the actual ladder. I've been just spamming Glade, but it's cool. I'm so happy to see new maps. I'm just still a little bit, I'm not going to say, it's like that thing with your parents that people talk about. I'm not angry. I'm just a little bit disappointed in everybody that we had the first time in like 5 years that they changed a core map. They took Mega Random out of the permanent rotation and we voted straight back in. Guys, what are we doing? They took it out of the like permanent pool, put it in the vote, because they did get some changes. They wanted people to get a try at it. But we immediately voted back in with like one of the highest votes. Why did we put it back? It is a good map. I really like Mega Random, but I thought we were trying to show the devs that we want variety. And then the devs are sitting in their office. They're like, "Yeah, we told you." Like, what did I tell you? They can't even help themselves. They want Mega Random.
I like to think of a joke of like somebody crying, and you can see like the bars of the cage in front of them. And then just like slowly pans out and you see there's only like 3 bars. The whole
yes, exactly.
Like, I hate Mega Random.
We're like, come on, devs, also, please, more variety. They're like, okay, it's in your hands now. We're like, never mind.
To get into the game, we have T90 in the blue, Bohemians, and in the red, Burgundian, Anakin. And Anakin already up with double bit axe. Obviously, we will always see Burgundians get a little bit of a lead throughout. Although, to be fair, Bohemians are an interesting one because they are also one of the civs that just get free eco upgrades in the stone mining and the gold mining. We're going to see how this is going to go. I do kind of prefer Burgundians in general. I am a Burgundians picker. I am not going to lie. I think they are just a fantastic civilization.
On closed maps, for our level, I do prefer Bohemians. At this level, I think Burgundians can be stronger, but I feel like T90 wants to reverse it today because he's been doing the booming game and people have just been castle dropping him. But by these civs, I think we're going the opposite way. I think he's going to drop a filthy castle. We'll see. He is still, I imagine we got 25 vills here for sure. We're going to do castle drop Although people have been doing funky builds. I don't know, am I like a build boomer now? People keep going up on weird build counts and it works, so I just... Maybe I don't know the current builds, but you're only going for like some kind of wacky walls. Very close walls. People normally wall just the edge of the map. Maybe he thinks that it's just a bit too far with this gen. And also, I didn't even talk about the map. Look at the map from zoomed out. This is like as standard of a fortified clear as you can get. This is very far spawns. There is no short side. They're both the same length about.
Yeah, this feels like you just asked ChatGPT to like make an image of fortified clearing. It's like so perfect in a way. Also, how many relics there are?
9.
Also, 2 relics on either side.
Yeah, it's very symmetrical. I like this layout. Oh, see, he doesn't like walling to the wall. I didn't know that. He doesn't like walling to the edge. Because some generations, it's not that long at all. I guess this is just more safe, and you can wall behind it. Anakin going for the mega boom click up though. 26 vills. Tiani going 24. Not on stone yet though, unless you're going to drop everything onto in feudal. How's it going, Dizzy? Dizzy, you're not playing right now? I thought you had a set like right now.
So to go into yap mode,
You're
what
done.
do you think is the most interesting new thing about the patch? Because at the moment, what I'm really enjoying is Japanese on Nomad.
Oh.
Arson and super refining is justing. Like genuinely, it is so gross. As we do see team going straight in for the fast castle build. Gonna be a little bit dicey on food, maybe. Like just very slightly. Struggling to get over 800 a little bit. But
honestly, he's going to stone. I think he's not.
Some villagers forward. We have villagers on the move for Anakin.
Huh? Oh, we do. Interesting. And T90's not going on stone. So maybe just... I think sometimes you could pick these kind of civs as a fake out. Like you pick Spanish and don't castle drop, which is usually probably a mistake. Oh no, we're just going to mark it. Okay, no. Not going forward. We're going to use the builds on the outside to use our castle buildings to spatter wall. For the new patch, to be honest, I'm not heartbroken. I'm a little bit worried about Nomad. I don't know, any Nomad enjoyers, it feels weird. Let alone, like, there's a lot of stutters right now in the current patch, at least for me. Nomad is funky. These goddamn chickens give you a lot of vision compared to the previous version of Nomad, but it's interesting. I really like the new generations. It's much closer to Wandering Warrior style Nomad. It seems really cool. I really like the landlocks, the like big lakes that happen.
And how do you feel about the how do you feel about the everyone gets a cow / goat / sheep spawning near one of their villagers thing?
You kind of always do anyway, so I don't mind that. It just eliminates those games where you just are like, where the hell are the goddamn sheep? But
also I think like it somewhat nullifies Huns a little bit on Land Nomad as well.
Yeah. Also, what the hell are we doing here tonight? What are we doing? Are we terror rushing?
I have no idea. It's like, maybe...
Oh, monk in the center. Super bold. We're kind of just hoping that the opponent isn't going for military. We have spears, though.
Yeah, also, like, against the Burgundians, like, Mr. Cheap, like, have cheap everything from the stable. It sort of seems very peculiar to me, because, like, Burgundians are almost, like, the perfect monk rush civilization in regards to that, because, like, their like have are not that because they don't get bloodlines. But you don't need bloodlines when you're just chasing down a monk. What you need is everything extremely cheap and quick so that you have the most monk killing like have in the game.
Double monastery in the center though. Bold. I kind of like it because we haven't seen this build in TTLC so far. But yeah, I thought we were just going to see classic castle drop. He's going to show us how it's done. Because everybody tries to do it to him. Right. Crap, my phone charger. My phone just died.
Yeah, like, Bohemian Spears are good, but, like, I think at this level, like yeah, you can totally micro away, but like have like the speed a player of like 2k level, which Anakin is. I see him being able to competently avoid Bohemian Spears.
Yeah, true. I didn't think about that. Bohemian Spears do give a whack. Oh no, we are going for full aggression, double monastery and siege. Okay, gonna apply some pressure. Anakin is going for the second TC. We're going for rams. Grab all the relics into ram push. This is like it's strong, but if we lose this position, we lose our relics. It's a kind of an all-in.
Yeah, it's very all-in. Not to mention just looking at those eco upgrades as well. Like, we have everything in from Anakin and no farm upgrades at all from T90.
I don't think it's
So, like,
it's as all-in as like a castle or anything, but it is pretty all-in.
Oh yeah, but like what that also means is just like looking at these farms, like they're gonna go away. And they're going to be that bit more expensive, whereas I just see everything Anakin's doing is that little bit more sustainable, as long as he can survive the next, like, 10 minutes.
Does Anakin see the Siege Workshop, though? He does see the Siege Workshop, and is he not going to react?
Well, he knows it's being created.
No real rush to defense, so going to calmly finish TC, put up a blacksmith. We're not going to add some Siege Your Own. I mean, there is the risk that Siege Your Own just gets converted, but here comes a super speed ram full of pikes. Oh my god, we can't fight this. He's gonna try and dive for the monk. Oh my god.
Oof. Oh, yeah,
Pikes just like slap you in the face.
I totally forgot how many extra positions like were added into like garrisoning and rams. That's insane. 6.
Was it?
Bonkers, man. It was 4. It was,
Did they? Oh, I didn't realize that.
4 battering, 5 caps, 6 siege rams. That is insane. And adding
this Kate is going to go down.
And sanctity, that is a big move. Not to mention, although does he? I don't think he does. Yeah, he does not have a fervor in yet, which is very important. Everyone is Bohemians.
Yeah, for the
not only
vills.
does it make your monks better, but also your villagers.
I think Anakin's in big trouble. He might be kind of in a bit of a freeze situation. Because you would hope... It's kind of tough to know what to go for. Yeah, these house foundations are going to last about 0.5 seconds. They're going to be in...
Yeah, he's added... He added in a siege workshop a while ago, but he's only now starting to make mangonel. That needed to be started making 25 seconds ago at least.
I was going to say, though, do you think Anakin is maybe like, all right, nice siege, bro, but what are you going to kill me with? Because pikes are not going to kill his base. Rams might kill some houses. But T90 doesn't actually have anything to, like, end the game. Maybe he's just... Anakin is very chill, like, all right, I'll add a mangonel when I need it.
Yeah.
Redemption is going to be the issue. But
yeah, I was gonna say, I think
the
proactive redemption was the actual play for T90, because like I think if he started it, knowing that like mangonel's the natural counter, it would have been huge if he could just like immediately tell Anakin, hey, guess what? Nice mangonel, bro. I'll take it.
I think even T90 is feeling a little bit less confident in this push because he is adding eco behind. He's not just like adding more siege. He's not going harder on military. He's on economy. Okay, here comes redemption. Now this push gets a little bit scarier. Yeah, I mean, he can boom, but Anakin is also booming on a better economy. With better upgrades. But redemption poses a real problem. Anakin going for his own monks. We are Burgundians. We get everything. Well, we don't get no, we get everything important. But yeah, T90 shows their redemption is in. Anakin has to back off with the mangonels, but T90 has his own monks, but one of them gets sniped instantly by a light cav. That's rough. Oh my god, he's not gonna get 2. Garrison. Okay. And Anakin is looking absolutely cool in the face of this push. Adding a 30C, he's just basically saying, oh, snipes a monk, really nice micro avoiding the pikes. How did those like have live? Oh my god, 2 monks. Oh my god, T90 is revealing the next stage of his push. It's going to be a monstrous castle in the face that Anakin can do nothing about. Nice trade with the mangonel, but we instantly lose one then to a monk convert. Oh, don't lose another one. Oh my god, we might be dead now.
Massive push. Like everything that's coming together for T90. Like for example, like the sanctity click from earlier, like making it so those monks did not die to that mangonel. Like everything is just coming together now, and that castle is not going to be denied. And the problem as well is that with fortified clearing, I did notice one thing, is that the gold and everything else is so much more likely to spawn so forward. Because yeah, normally you can say fortified clearing, good on you, mate. Like enjoy the tiny eco you've just surrounded yourself to. I'm gonna like go into the back of my base way, but like, where are you booming? You don't have gold. Where's your nearest gold? It's all the way out to the side. Yes, Anakin's on it now, but that is something that is so tenuous.
Yeah, we are still remaining calm. The Vilcan's still looking nice, but the and again, it's not like he's about to die. He's gonna lose a lot of space in his base. The main goal gets hurt, but we're just gonna still boom. We're still chilling. We're gonna make it on T90 to kill, but T90's just gonna follow up with another castle eventually, and probably some food trucks. God, how is this mangonel still here? These monks must be empty, all out of juice. Big hit. But then
chugging along at the moment.
The Burgundian problem, all this, like, what has been a pretty good push from T90, just to keep the res collected at parity, not even to gain much of an advantage. It's about 600 res ahead. Oh, we got another manual conversion. These really hurt. The food truck's getting started. Anakin needs a castle pretty badly. Oh, Antina's on the way to imp. Oh my god, this is kind of a downhill battle for T90. Oh, Anakin managed to yoink one of his relics out of harm's way.
I guess you could I mean do you think that may do you think that maybe like T90 sort of saying like it's over, Anakin, I have the high ground?
Oh my god. For a minute there, I thought you were like bashfully asking if I could share my screen because your capture change wasn't working, but then halfway through the eyes, I was like, oh my god, is she really gonna do it?
My capture rate is genuinely being so bad. My capture rate is proper stuttering, so if like I would suggest that we can chill. I'm happy to keep on watching, but my capture rate is looking. Oh, you want me to share my screen? I can. So if you want to, yeah, like for game 2, for game 3, sure, and so on. Like we might do that because like it is looking very shitty. Yeah, capture rate for how good it is really is a monster. I had to get double my RAM to keep streaming like this. It does eat a lot. Second castle coming in. I need to ask my certified nerd friends to look at my PC because I'm convinced I've done something to make it run poorly. And another castle being added up, that is, I'm not going to call it an absolute get out of my game castle, but like that is a... Kind of is. Going to get a counter castle. Aggressive castle. This counter castle might not even go up, I hate to say it, but the mangonel's getting converted, the food trucks are shooting the vills. No, that castle's not going up. I do not see that castle finding its way up because that mangonel, that's the only defense he got, is just going to get converted. It's gonna see the light. It's gonna want to move to Prague. Imp is gonna come in like a absolute freight train, and Anakin's gonna be like, "All right, bro, fine. You go. Okay, I get it." Oh, never mind. Damn. Castle goes up. But the imp is coming in. Block printing makes these pushes so annoying because you can like pick mangonels from absolute like just from the stratosphere, from the other side of the world, you convert mangonels. No, this is for sure T90's game. I mean, Anakin's still got a quite nice population like, you know, for how strong this puss is, but like I don't see how he holds this in him. I like to imagine like block printing monks are kind of like that thing with like, you know, how they like drop USBs with like, you know, information about the outside world into North Korea. Like that's what I like to think. Block printing monk is doing. They just yoink remote
remote drop. Does T90 even know Star Wars? Good question, because he might not, to be honest. No, that's for sure around his age. But like, this is really funny to me. It's like kind of I don't know what the word is. It's funny how much time he spends on the internet, like it's his full-time job, and so many things he just has no idea about on the level of that stuff like that. He's just like, guys, stop referencing movies to me. Like, why would I know these movies? It's like the most well-known movie of all time. Like, I don't watch movies, guys. I play Age of Empires. Like, okay, but come on.
And now I think we're seeing that thing where
Anakin, sorry, Anakin's not giving it all. Super far north TC. Adding TCs is the litmus test of, is this player giving up? Because if this TC is still coming up, then they're not done yet.
Exactly. I was just about to say, is that like going back into what we were saying earlier about the whole idea of, if you are gonna go to your home map after losing game one, there is that little bit of like mental space where you're just like, oh yeah, but if I do lose my home map and go to down,
now you're two opponent home maps.
I have to win both of my opponent's home maps. So there's sort of like that absolute, like, you know, resolute, screw you, I'm not giving up. Yeah. We're going in for late.
That is so true, because when the discussion of drafting comes up, I feel like, including me, I'm calling myself out here too, casters assume players are winning their home maps when they're being talked about it, but not the case. Imp does come in for Anakin. His population is still quite good. The only thing is T90's on 4 TCs now and booming. I don't know how we... Oh my god, don't even speak that into existence. Boom. Oh, actually, I wouldn't mind seeing that. He might be thinking about hitting the button. He's adding TCs. Oh god, that would be so funny. It's not going to work against Bohemians like this, but it would be very funny.
Like, I'm sort of grasping here, but like, I'd say one good thing about doing what Anakin has done in multiple directions with the expansion, a noteworthily slow army, like Halberdier, hand cannon, Hufnitzer. It's extremely slow. It takes forever to get anywhere. So if you're gonna try to reboom in every position at once.
Yeah, and T90 is castle creeping. He doesn't realize how far away Anakin has actually spread. So, population is okay. It's just the fact that our entire army is 2 monks and a mangonel. I don't like our chances, but we're adding military buildings. We're still full booming. Res collected is just slipping away. T90's boom is getting crazy. Another mangonel gonna go converted. You gotta delete this. Oh my god, we don't delete it. Yikes. Oh, T90. Oh, what a... That's such a rude castle. Look, the North T90 sees the 2 TCs. He gets a castle on a hill that ranges both of them. Oof. No, this is going to be T90's game, I think. I always say I think. I actually get a lot of flack for saying I think in these kind of situations where they're like, you think he's dead? I'm like, yeah, he has 100 vills. He could still play. But no, this castle goes up is game over. What? I am?
That's a joke for everyone who's done philosophy in the audience.
I didn't. That went over my head. My bad. Another castle on the face. Rene Descartes. You know, that's actually pretty solid evidence. We're still booming. Oh my god, he's not giving up this home map.
I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I'm just turning into comic relief for the rest of this game because my cap rage is just like stuttering so much and I'm so far behind that I'm just gonna be coming up with fucking.
Well, we'll sort it for next game. I can actually kind of tell because your mic was breaking up a little bit there. I think it's a PC chugging, but we're good. Anakin calls it eventually. Nice hold. I actually don't mind how chill you were with the push, but then T90 just said like, okay, how about a castle on your face since you've no army? Which was kind of what sealed the deal. Yeah, I think you were right at the beginning. It was just a bit late for the first mangonel defense. But then it wasn't even the Rams that were the problem. It was just the constant conversions and the rough trades of the mangonel. T90 takes game 2. Oh, now we're in rough territory. 2 opponents' home maps. But then again, if Anakin is practiced a lot, it doesn't even matter that much sometimes. People, I think we overemphasize how important opponents' maps and home maps are, because sometimes your opponent just picks a map you practice like crazy, so you're fine. You don't mind if they pick it. But what do we got left? Kilimanjaro, Rocky Forest, Evacuation. Oh, we got to see Evacuation.
Oh, for sure.
I hope we're going to see the thing. We have seen it. We've seen it done to him, and we've seen him do it. So hopefully we get it again. The only thing is, like, T90, it's such a meme regarding him. He's actually practiced it a lot. So, like, if you're looking to win, you probably shouldn't do the thing against him. Okay, let's go. Game 3. Prediction is going to go up. Get your votes in now. We got to get it to lifetime though. Let's go.
Okay, do we like super speedy?
Oh yes, we are.
Try to cast.
Well, we got a minute.
In the we have Anakin playing as the Armenians in the blue. We have T90 playing accuse. What do you think about this matchup, my boy? Addictiveme.
I think T90's map is a really weird shape. Super far. Look how deep his base is. His we should catch a lifetime pretty quick though. I think they were like 6 minutes in when I pressed start, so should be about now. But Rocky Forest, I'm so sorry I keep saying this. I can't stop saying this every time we get to Rocky Forest. I'm still shocked this is the most popular map in the whole tournament. T90, I asked him on his stream, is he surprised about that? And he said no, because it was so popular in the main event. But I'm just shocked with like the range of elo brackets we have on such a hard map that this is the most popular, when there's like known maps here. We have Cross, Kilimanjaro. Oh, we're at live speed now. Yeah, just this is a tough map. This is a super uncomfortable map to play. Anyone who's seen it knows. We got Armenian man-at-arms, by the way.
Love it. And very cheap man-at-arms, I might add.
Yes.
No
arson just yet.
No arson?
We're going forward. T90 with the skirms. Skirms to hold it, but the man-at-arms can now run them down, which is a difference. And like, we've seen some man-at-arms play in the tournament so far. My initial reaction, until we see some like maybe meta shifting really happening, is that like they're not bad. They're actually okay, but they're still an opener. They're not a like, this is your unit. It's not like scouts where you can stay on scouts for quite a while until opponents go for a lot of spears. They can't really do everything on their own, but they don't just die to one skirm. Like, they don't die to one archer with fletching, and you're just like, okay, well, this is great resources I wasted for no reason. They chase them down, especially when squires come in. They get pretty good trades. I think it's just because we're so used to such abysmal trades. They trade fairly well. T90 taking this fight a little bit. What is he? Oh, he's microing his scout at the same time, I think is what's going on. But yeah, here we go. We got the man-arms push with the skirm follow-up. For Anakin, T90 is a little bit AI armying. I have to say, both players have fantastic maps. I don't know.
Oh yeah, for sure.
If you agree. The thing with Rocky Forest, if it's the weirdest map ever. If your gold is forward, that's amazing. You love your gold being forward on this map, because it's close to your wood line, and then you just have to defend one spot. You don't have to defend like multiple spots and worry about the crazy walls you have to make. Like, Anakin just, worst case scenario, one tower here is like most of his eco is safe. But when you've like wood here, gold like all the way over here, there's like different spots T90 could hit. Oh god, we're actually going for, we're really committing. Oh, this is sick.
Anakin territory. Let's go.
You hope T90 builds a Victoria in Narnia. There's no way T90 ever builds a Victoria in a tournament game, because he's just opened himself up for the possibility that someone converts it. And then he'll never hear the end of it. But Anakin pushing in. These are longswords now. Completely unupgraded except for being longswords. But T90's respecting it. Tower being slammed, that's got to feel pretty good. Feels the pressure, but like I was saying, one tower, and now suddenly, as Anakin, where do you hit? You have to go and try and push down some of the small walls to get anything done. But pretty sick start. T90 is on the back foot this whole game.
Like the addition of like infantry is sort of like as you're saying, like I don't think they're good by themselves, but I think by themselves, like with this patch, like the degree to which control of the tempo is like so much than it used to be before. Like just feel all of a sudden now, like yeah, you can't like dictate engagements, but you can deny favorable engagements from your opponent way easier.
Wait, what? Guys, he can't go for redemption. He can though. Armenians can. No, Evan's just making a joke about the redemption monks thing, but what do you call it? Anakin could. Oh, my bad. I didn't realize you're talking. I see. I missed Bunny's comment. My bad. I see. I actually did that recently. I had a mega random generation with 2 Fatorias. We both had Fatorias, and I think I was Malians, and I did convert the Fatoria. He let me do it. I just took control where it was. Got some monks in. Very nice. But yeah, we're chilling now, suddenly. This is, and still with loving the outpost from T90. But, we're suddenly slowing down a little bit. I think Anakin's in a pretty nice position. 3 vills up. But, T90 is just sitting on skirm still. I'm gonna try and dive the tower. Don't know about this. We have armor. We have level 1 armor. And let's see how quick longswords can take this down. Did we not get arson? Oh, we did. We did. Okay, we have arson. Utilize arson. Oh my god, the tower is disappearing. T90's trying to fight back and repair with vills. Tower's gone. Longswords get in. They're gonna eat these vills. T90's running. T90's panicking. T90's like, dude, come on. They are still missing upgrades. Forging coming in. But you can't really fight these with vills. They're gonna just keep eating them. Oh my god, he's losing so many villagers. 13 vills dead. T90 took out a lot of skirms in the trade. But the longswords just absolutely massacred villagers. 41 to 27. And he cost him a tower. Anakin's in a fantastic position. He can just actually continue to produce. Just keep going. Castle. Oh my god, this is actually a really risky castle click. Like, he kind of has to get up, but also, you need army. You're gonna die. Look how quick they kill the goddamn. Oh my god. Range is gone.
Do you have arson?
Yes. Oh my god. New meta. T90's in trouble. T90's so dead. No, palisades are going to do nothing here. T90's dead. T90 is so dead. What can you do here? You need archers. This is the danger of clicking castle. He's not going to survive to the next minute. He's not going to die in the next minute, but he's also... What is castle going to do? The longswords don't care about the palisades. Oh my god. Sorry? I don't know if it's the connection or something, Lexi. You're breaking up like crazy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that like we got clowned on the Nintendo Direct for like their crappy like chat function, but geez, Discord is not doing very.
Yeah, it's actually rough. It's like you're coming through, it just gets interrupted every couple of seconds. Castle comes in though, but longswords continuing to eat vills. No, T90 sent 18 villagers. He's so dead. It's crazy. I can't believe he's actually staying in the game. 19 eco, just resign and give him my jackpot. He's so dead. It's actually crazy how dead he is. These longswords did such a good job. So now, like, with this high elo of players, this is a really good bit of data for the new patch, showing that if your opponent is committing to full feudal infantry... Oh, we lost Lexi there. Oh, no problem, Lexi. She's going to restart her PC and stream, see if it fixes it. Okay. All right, I'm solo casting just for a minute then. But yeah, like I'm saying, this is really good data for how the new patch is shaking up, because this is 2k plus elo. And it's just showing if your opponent is going full feudal infantry and you don't respect it, you will die. You can't just go castle age in the face of arson longswords. Now watch when these guys get squires. We're not even at squires territory yet. But castle's in for T90, but still no army. The longswords find the next woodline again. T90 is... There's just no economy. He's reluctant to call it just yet, but what can we even do? All of our builds that are meant to be working are just constantly running from these guys, and they just don't die. God damn. If it's 0.96 with base, what is it with squires? You multiply by 1.1, I think it's like... 1.01 or something, 1.1, I'm not sure. Castle comes in. Oh, two-hand is the first click. I would have clicked squires first. But Anakin backing off. Where are we going? I guess he's just saying, fine, have your damage. Yeah, 10% increase, Michaelos. I'm not sure why Anakin's pulling back. Maybe just waiting for the upgrades to come in. Making sure he doesn't lose units while he's letting us, which is kind of a good idea. He doesn't want to add more longswords yet. So just keep them alive while the upgrades come in. Now, here we go. Super speed. They go up to 1.06. So yeah, they will eventually catch up with these skirms. And with stop micro. Oh, Anakin takes a game from T90 himself with Armenian longswords. No way. That was a sick game. I wonder, Anakin could maybe tell us if he watched this back. Was he thinking like, you know, all right, I think I'm dead, so I'm just going to try this. And then was like, wait, hold on, this is working. This is working really well. That was sick. Now, to be honest, I don't know if they're like super good if the opponent really respects them. The issue was T90 didn't respect them. The most respect T90 gave them was the skirms in the tower. But clicking Castle Age when there's longswords walking through your base, turns out in 2025 current patch, you will die. Game 4. No worries, Lexi, we're not done yet. Luckily, I didn't have to finish the set without you. We got a game 4. What a game, though. That's a nice bit of momentum back for Anakin. Portuguese loss. Armenian win. Rocky Forest goes to Anakin. We got Evacuation Kilimanjaro left as T90's choice. What a great time to play the game. Yes, Meshuggah. I've been saying lately, if you have friends who you've like tried to get into Age of Empires, and I always, when I've tried to get friends in, they're just like, oh no, the game's too old. Like it's too hard to get into it now. It's like 25 years old. How am I supposed to learn anything? Like people are too good. Join now. Joining right now is a great time because nobody knows what's going on. And like next month it's going to be even worse. Oh, here's Lexi again. Hello, hello.
Yo. Oh
Yo.
shit, 1 sec. Okay.
Game 4 going to be Kilimanjaro.
1 sec.
T90 choosing some up. Oh, the Civ matchup.
I know. Insane. Absolutely bonkers.
You already have an Irish accent. You don't have to mimic my accent. You literally have one.
You need to split the G.
You're literally imitating Dizzy imitating me. That's exactly what it sounds like. It's not even my accent. It sounds like Dizzy doing my accent. That's so good.
Don't go to Temple Bar. It's a tourist trap.
Oh.
Okay. And thank you. Yeah, my stream is back. Thank you for people for confirming.
Oh, nice.
So do you have the game open so I can start to fast forward to time?
Yes, let's go. Oh, yeah,
Okay,
you can
okay,
introduce the game. I'm gonna say the prediction.
Gonna take in a deep breath. Then I'm gonna hit 8 times speed, and then we're gonna speed cast this. So
Go.
In the west, in the blue, we have T90Official playing as the Chinese, having all those additional villagers from the start, going immediately in for as many of those ostriches as possible in order to like deal with the fact he does not start with any food. And in the east, we have Anakin playing as the Lithuanians in the red, starting with a lot of additional food, a very, very different start for both players. One with no food, one with much food to begin with. And 5 minutes in, we are up to game time. Anakin not getting the oxygen. It does run away a little bit, so that's going to be a little bit of inefficiency as he does mill into one of these little ponds, which I honestly, I'm not too sure about. I think the berries are better. Like, yes, the shorefish is the fastest way for villagers to collect food, but you only have 400 food here versus the 750 berries you got over there.
Oh, it's so fast though. Pretty much everybody does the shorefish first, unless you're an absolute Giga Chad, because we have seen some fish booms, which I'm a fan of on this map. Once you get your walls down, it kind of works. No, it doesn't work. This is a really aggressive map, but I've seen it work. People have done it before, even in the higher level brackets. But yeah, if you want a fish boom, leave the shorefish there. But other than that, you can just add another mill on your berries. It's just 400 food that come in so fast. Oh, here we go, Chinese. We might. Oh my god, T90's got to do it. He's got to make some fire lancers. We're for sure going to see rocket carts. Fire lancers, I don't know. I actually don't know the real use for them yet. The meta is not quite figured them out, but they seem cool. I've had them used against me. I had a game the other night on Land Nomad Korean Mirror. An opponent went full, like, he was just trying out the new units. He just went full fire lancer, full heavy rocket cart, and the rocket carts wrecked me. They just destroyed me. I also love how the heavy rocket cart is just another rocket cart strapped on top. It's just 2 stacks of those rockets.
It literally looks like something that Wile E. Coyote would like order from Acme to like really,
yeah, exactly.
Really get that fucking
like, well, this
it.
didn't work. More rockets. Let's try that. Just stick another. Oh, look, T90's been a bit of a pain. He knows Anakin's wants to drop his building, but the scout is just like, where you want it, buddy? Where you putting it?
Yeah.
I can help. Oh, spear jumps out though.
What's the hotkey for like following one unit again?
F. Select unit, press F.
F. It's not working for me. No, it's not working. Damn.
Oh.
I was like manually tracking that scout for 50 seconds.
Yeah, I just selected
just
press.
I wanted to.
Press F works for me.
No.
Weird.
No. Not at all. Anyways,
I don't know.
So what do we think? I think one thing about Kilimanjaro is that because all of these acacia trees are so divided, I think that TC placement can be very important to give your villagers like a safe place to go. And playing as Lithuanians, you are very incentivized to put down those extra TCs quickly, which I do kind of like, because that does mean that like Anakin is like essentially being encouraged to play safe, which I do quite like when you are going to play against T90. That said though, like if T90 is going to go like big turtle, big boom, I don't see how those extra TCs actually come in handy as far as defense goes, but just generally, I'd always enjoy having extra town centers and looking at Anakin. He has not scattered a lot of the map, which when you are playing as Lithuanians, ideally you want to do, because of the importance of those relics for your cavalry attack.
I don't know about playing defensive here. Well, against T90 in general, I think you kind of want to go and try and kill him. He's very good at holding against it, but especially on the Chinese, you're going to be just behind by default. We're already 3 vills down. He's we're getting walls up.
I don't just mean like playing defensive, i.e. being turtley, but I just mean like as far as how you set up your defense at home. Because like there's, I'm going to put up walls and I'm going to have like my villagers, but like the problem is that like this isn't like, you know, Arabia, because like I'm looking at Anakin's little wood line here on the east, and like if you're playing Arabia, usually there's like 4 spots where I think, oh, you put up a palisade segment here, 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 here,
Yeah,
and all
it's
of
so
a sudden
hard to
your
wall.
villagers are walled in. But looking at every single one of these local wood lines, there's no way you can just like quick wall that area in.
No, it doesn't matter. And then as we get into the center of the game, oh my god, Michaelis, yeah, 2 rockets cards strapped together would be pretty heavy. That's why it's called heavy rocket. No, I think you're right. I think T90 does want to play more of a standard game. He is, especially after last game, he's like, oh god, no, Anakin has a bit of confidence now. He knows if he clowns, he might be able to beat me. Nice quick wall. We'll see though. This map continues to surprise me for how like a classic of a map it is. I don't have too much experience on it, but it's the kind of map that feels like it has a big central stage. You're like, okay, so obviously you control the center, you win. But it's really not the case. There's tons of minerals around on this map if you don't have the center.
Speaking about the central stage, like, how do you describe the central stage? Like, if you were to look at it, like, I don't know, like, in 2 words, maybe 10 letters or something like that, you know? If you had to describe this, like, central area.
I'm just waiting for you to get to what it actually, I don't, what is it?
High ground.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Yes,
well, I'm just going to take solace that probably hurt your ribs. So Anakin won't take it. Anakin should take it. How's it going, Jared?
No, Anakin wants it. That's the goal.
Yes.
Like that his desire is to take the high ground.
Yeah,
and look at the south of that map. I think that is passable terrain. Look at the very south of Anakin, at the end of that lake.
Oh yeah, it's kind of hard to tell.
Is the question. He does not see it. I think that's possible. The question is, I think T90 tasks his scouts. Okay, once those few segments get finished there, do you think that's possible?
I can't tell. It could be.
Well, I'm gonna try to find another lake that's on the edge of the map just to see if like it does actually. No, look just to the north of T90's base. There's that lake that goes all the way to the edge. Like there's no land there. Whereas looking here, you do see this little sliver, this like fucking 5 millimeters of sand.
T90 is pretty good at doing that.
Horse can run along.
Yeah, T90 is pretty good at doing that thing where you just like click inside to let your units try and find the hole. So he should notice if he's trying to get in, but I can't tell. It's weird when it's very close to the edge. Obi-Wan Tristoni, you are our only hope. No.
But like also one thing as well is that if you do that, because I remember when in one of my tournament matches, I actually did have something like that where my scout just sort of went in there because I clicked in. But the problem was that like my scout was not what I wanted in there. I wanted to wait till later till I have my army. So I very intentionally let my scout go in there for just a second and pull back immediately, just so I was like, okay, this is a passage,
oh nice.
But I'm not gonna give away the ghost that like this is actually here.
Yeah, the worst is if there's a hole and then they accidentally go in. You're like, oh no, they know it's there now. But T90's forward. Just 2 archers, but it's enough to deal with this. Look at the loop. We're looping around. Like, you can't get me. You can't catch me. He's going to break in now. This is a big army. Castle is on the way for Anakin. We don't have a range. We're dropping double range to try and hold from this. Nice wall behind. Very nice wall behind. It's going to save us for quite a while. Double range being added. Bloodlines coming in. And T90 is on double range. We're not producing yet, though. Also getting bloodlines. Yeah, this is very, very classic game. Both players very well. Also, we didn't talk about yet. I've talked about it on stream quite a bit. How do you like the new attack animations? I love them.
I think they're really cool, but the problem is like I keep on like I find it weirdly hypnotizing because I'll be looking at like my scouts attacking because they have such a slow attack. I think they're like 2 seconds between their attacks. So like I'd be playing arena or something like that, and I'd just be watching my scouts attack so slowly and be like, huh.
Yeah.
They really do attack that slowly, and just completely neglect my eco because I'm just like fully just like
Spears do that too.
Head empty.
Spears take forever to attack, but it's one of the best changes they've made in a long time, I think, and it also helps with like talking about arena. You get those scout fights, you can tell like at a glance who wins it now because of the new animations. Instead of just like trying to watch the health bars really closely, you're just like, oh, he hit first, he's gonna win.
Ooh, actually, Anakin does know that he has a little bit of backwood. He knows about the more northerly backwood here, but he does not know about the one in the very corner of the map. Like, I'm just thinking, like, where does he go next for wood? Because he does not have enough wood to put down town centers to actually, like, assert himself into a new position. And he is running out. He is going to go for this wood, but the problem is it's the slightly more dangerous wood overall.
They're going CA for both. But yeah, like you're saying, the difference is T90's going for CA with economy. And at least for now, Anakin will drop a TC, but it's going to be much later. We have to get the lumber camp first.
Mm.
Is it best of 69? Something? I wish. It is best of 5. This could be the last game. We could be seeing T90 taking his bracket. Anakin getting a second place finish in the highest elo bracket is just crazy. I think it's fine. It's totally fine for whoever wins this. But an upset would be cool. CA finding the stray fuel army. Should be able to clear this up.
This is deep Anakin territory for the next however long this game takes.
I bet T90...
Like
Sorry.
No, you got... Go ahead.
I was going to say, I bet T90 wants... Like, he obviously wants to win. He does not want a game 5 on evacuation. Because he's like, dude, come on. You're going to finish my whole tournament with the thing. Oh, Dynalope?
Thanks so much for the follow. For the follow? Fucking raid. Thank you. No, it's been a while. It's been a hot minute. DM me if you want. It's been a hot minute. We should catch up. But like I was gonna say, one problem with like this position for Anakin against T90 is that because you're in a position where your eco is much smaller, and not only is your eco smaller, you're also playing against the Chinese, where every single thing they want to do to make their units better in technologies, they do cheaper. So every single engagement is just that bit more, like, I guess sharp is the best way of putting it, in the sense that, like, if you mess up, or even if you get like an even trade, it's in the favor of the Chinese. It's just gonna be better for T90.
Is rough. We got some monasteries being added finally for a Lithuanian player, but we're still 1 TC. It's gonna be a problem. Oh, the bottom is open. Oh, someone got in. I didn't even notice. My bad. Apparently, a unit did get into Anakin's base. Nice.
I am vindicated.
Oh, and we got a movement on the high ground. T90 does have it.
What?
The top of the mountain, the peak of Kilimanjaro.
The nadir? Or no, wait, the zenith? I always forget it's the zenith and the nadir is the top.
The pinnacle, the peak, the apex. Oh no, he's on the hill, guys. He's got a TC coming up. And Anakin staying on 1 TC, which is crazy. We're gonna have probably more army. I would hope more army at least. We need economy. You're already behind against the Chinese, or maybe that's what he's thinking. He's like, all right, I'm not gonna catch up. I'm just gonna try and kill him. He's just gonna go for full army. But he's not producing to be going full army. We're switching to skirms.
Like, do you think that T90 is looking down at Anakin, like from the
top of the hill? Yeah, I do. No, the top of the hill.
Saying, don't try it.
On top of the mountain? Yeah, probably. I think so. On a higher elevation, because a higher elevation is better in Age of Empires 2. Has advantages.
Also, like, ballistics long since come in for T90, so like every single engagement now is going to be so beneficial for him.
Yeah.
And they're trying to Grand Theft Relic his way back in, but there's
no traitor skirms.
Way that Luck is finding his way back in.
Skirms almost let the CF T90 into the base. But ballistics is coming in for... Okay, Anakin sees that ballistics is in. It's coming in for Anakin as well, but T90's on 70 mils, and we got some rocket carts. Here we go. I've used them a little bit. They're honestly pretty damn good.
They look so good.
They don't work how I thought they would.
These from AoE 4.
They I kind of thought it was going to be like some sort of firework thing, like it hits the ground and then explodes. But it's more of like a AoE rocket. They do hurt.
I think I know what the problem with my AoE is. Like, I think like casting the live games is a problem, because like I've been finding. So I think that's it. But yeah, we continue nonetheless.
I think it's just capture age. Capture age is a crazy drain.
Also, like, one thing I remember, because I was watching Doubt when he first experimented with them, he was saying that like it feels so much easier to like have these guys shoot off some of the projectile and then suddenly go away. Whereas if the mangonel, if you click away before the moment at which the mangonel has made the shot, it was the best of B's, it was the worst of B's. But if you click away before a mangonel's actually made its shot, nothing happens. You got nothing. You don't have any projectiles going.
Have you seen the bug that Phosphor found with the rocket carts?
I don't think so.
If you attack ground, like say you pick two spots really close together on the ground in range and attack, like just spam attack ground really quickly between them, they just keep firing. They fire like loads of shots. No, they don't like permanently fire, but they fire a lot more than I think they're supposed to. And especially with heavy rocket carts that can destroy trees, you can clear out patches of trees really fast. Hopefully that gets fixed. I haven't seen it in a game. I don't know how much of an application it would have, but like it does look kind of crazy. It shoots a lot more than it seems like it's supposed to. But this is getting pretty rough. 30 vills down. Army lead for T90, and he just, I hate to say it, he does have the high ground. It's hard for Anakin to get back up here. He would need to get...
I don't see how that's relevant.
A different angle. He wants a castle. That's his way back in the game, but T90 knows the outposts are keep an eye on. Like, this is the perfect spot for a castle, and T90's like, he's so aware. He's like, outpost. Outpost gamer. He loves his outposts. Castle coming in for T90. This is so rough. There's very little chance of this going back in Anakin's favor. What's the Anakin Siege Workshop? We got mangonels.
Has 3 mangonels on the way.
Also, the relationship with mangonels and rocket carts. I thought, and I said in like my video where I was looking through them, just like by instinct, I thought mangonels would come out on top because these things just look kind of rickety. But rocket carts wrecked them. Rocket carts destroy mangonels. They actually one-shot them way easier than it feels like mangonels hit other mangonels and rocket carts. Let's see here.
I do just like the idea that like we start to gauge. Yeah, again, I think the advantages that like, as I was saying earlier with like what that was saying, is that like for example, you just saw that volley there from T90 a few seconds ago. Like they started shooting, then walked away. Whereas if the release hasn't happened for the mangonel yet, nothing happens whatsoever. And like those like bloodline plus padded archer armor or ring, I forget which level is the second one. But like
what?
It's gonna be so hard for Anakin to fight back, and that is an insane castle.
This is the castle he needs. It's the only place he can actually get on the thing with any kind of chance, but T90's already up to him. But this is... It's so dead. Yeah, Silk, say, like, what are you saying? 2 streamers with speech impediments?
But like one thing I will say is that like I think one of the reasons why Anakin's doing this is because he knows he has to take this into the Imperial Age, and if that's a downhill castle, that is just asking for trouble later on. Yeah, Anakin's skirm's getting some nice engages with the CA, and also the rocket cart's getting caught out a little bit. Yeah, I would have thought an Irish accent is more of a speech advantage than a speech impediment, but to each their own, I guess. Yeah. But this imp is going to be brutal. I find. And Imperial Age. GG, well played, champ. 3-1 to T90. Takes his own tournament. Some say rigged, some say playing well. I would say kind of a mix of both. But still, that was sick. We got a 3-1 at least. And the one game that Anakin took, I bet he was pretty happy about. We got the new patch. T90, maybe that colors his opinion of the new patch. He was like, dude, these long swords are crazy. God damn. That was sick. I wish we could see a game 5 on evacuation, but that was a pretty good set. Congratulations, T90. Anakin second place
Not bad at all.
It's so wild how that game ended because like Anakin, like he made a play for like the like the bit that's like more up, and T90 was just like nah.
He did do that.
But yeah, no,
T90
very
had
interesting
the
series.
higher elevation this time. T90 rigged. T90 rigged. No, he just played well. He's just like on it.
Versus.
He's on it lately. The 2K4 was like a breakthrough for him lately. I don't think he's ever been 2K4, but he did sit back down, but that's pretty insane to reach. He's just being annoying. He's being too good. He's not giving us the meme games. Bring balance to Age of Empires 2, not leave it in darkness. That's the patch.